Okay, there is this bizarre problem that's been going on with my fat boy PlayStation 3 that I've had forever. I've had this PlayStation for many, many years, and I can't seem to find answers on why this PlayStation, or my PlayStation, is doing this. Now, I was in the middle of playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was sitting here, like it always does, and the big fan in the back that sits right here started to run at a very fast speed, and it stayed at this speed for some time. And since the speed wasn't kicking down, and another thing I thought was that since it's in this really small space, I gave it more air, thinking that that could have been the culprit. And it still wasn't slowing down. So what I did is that since the entire inside of the PlayStation was all dirty and it was filled to the brim with dust, I probably removed about a pound of dust off of the interior of this thing. And I put it back together and made all the connections and everything back in their right places. And I go to hook up the PlayStation and the HDMI cord to my TV and everything, and I turn it on. I'm not going to turn it on yet. It's been off for probably 10 minutes. I turn it on, and the fan... Oh, wait. It's not here. It's here. Correction, the fan is here, not down here. The fan that's here starts to spin very violently, and it starts to... Well, it's spinning violently, and it won't stop. It continues to spin. But then it gets to a certain point where the PlayStation can't, like, stand it anymore, and the two lights here would be blue and green, and the green light turned to red and started flashing, and the PlayStation double beeped and manually turned itself off so it wouldn't destroy it. And I don't know if you guys know, but something that happens with PlayStations is that they do something which is called while-lodding. Now, PlayStations that while-lod, or what's the sign, is the yellow light of death. The red light will turn yellow, and the system will fry itself. It'll kill itself. And if it were to while-lod, if that were the case, that wouldn't be on. So it's not... It may not be something to do with the, It may not be something to do... Excuse me. It may not be something to do with the system's internal components itself. It may just be that the fan has a short in it. I know you're going to be like, oh, did you take it apart and everything? Or did you take it apart again a second time and make sure all the connections were in the right place and all the screws were screwed down in their correct places? Yes, I did. I made sure of that. And then I turned it on again, and it did the same thing. I turned it on 3 more times, and it did the same thing. And, I'm half tempted to turn it on again. And I pulled its hard drive out on purpose, because I thought it was going to while-lod. I've never seen a PlayStation do this before. This is the first time I've seen a PlayStation do this. Not even my friends' PlayStation 3s have done this. This is the only time that I've seen this happen. And I'm going to demonstrate what it does if it doesn't stop. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. You hear it beep. You hear that sound? That's it turning on. And I have to keep my hand here on the thing to turn it off. You'll understand what it does here. Okay. That's what it keeps doing. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. Every time I turn it on, the fan will do that. I have no idea why, but the fan does that. And then I have to go behind here and I have to throw its kill switch. The PlayStation will turn itself off automatically, but I would rather turn it off than the PlayStation turn itself off. No, I do not want it turning on again, because it's just going to repeat the process. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to set it off to the side here and just leave it there, because this time around it lasted a couple more seconds before it started to do that. Before the fan started going wild like this. So in the comments down below, please tell me what I should do and what the PlayStation is doing to itself, or what it's doing, or what I did wrong. Please let me know.